everyone, welcome to my first home cooking video, which I'm hoping to share with you the recipe that I have learned from my mother-in-law. She is Korean American and she is such a great cook. Today I'm making Jja Jang Myeon, a Korean delicious noodle dish with black bean sauce. For the protein, I'm using pork and shrimp, and for vegetable we have cabbage, one onion, and a Korean squash. Normally we use the green one, but we're just using all the ingredient that we have available in our fridge. And I also use one potatoes. I start by putting some sesame oil into the hot pot. Put in some minced garlic and stir it until it gets golden. And then I'll add the pork. My mother-in-law recommended that I should chop the pork thinly because it's better absorb the seasoning. Adding a little bit of salt, a little bit of garlic salt, and Cambodian compote pepper, black pepper. It's amazing. If you haven't tried compote pepper, you should, and you can get some off from my website. It's called campfire.com. And after the pork is cooked a little bit, I add squash and potatoes because it's hard, so it's better to add it first so that it can get soft with the pork. I cover it for like 1 minute. For the heat, it's medium heat. Make sure that the bottom doesn't get burned. I recommend that you should stir it a couple times, and once you feel that the potatoes is cooked and soft, you can add the cabbage and the onion. For this Jja Jang Myeon dish, we use a lot of cabbage, and my mother-in-law also recommend that chopping the vegetable more thinly because it would take you less time to cook and it can absorb the seasoning better. And I'm adding a little bit of more salt and garlic salt so that the vegetable can get softened quicker. And I also add oyster sauce because for me, I feel like this is like a stir fry before you add the main ingredient. So I add a little bit of oyster sauce to bring a little bit more flavor into the dish. So you cover it and keep stirring a couple times. The heat is still on medium. Make sure that the bottom doesn't get burned. And once you notice that the vegetable and meats are cooked and more soft, you add the shrimp. Shrimp can be easily cooked, so that's why I add it last. And you just mix it, and after it's cooked, let's add the main ingredient, which is the black bean sauce, Korean black bean sauce. Mainly we use for Jja Jang Myeon. For this much of meat and vegetable, I'm adding 3 tablespoons of black bean sauce, and you just simply mix the sauce with the vegetable and the protein. And once it is perfectly mixed, you adding fish sauce, which is 1 tablespoon of fish sauce and 1 teaspoon of sugar. For this dish, you do not want it to be too sweet, but more on a savory side. And I add water, and not too much water. And once the water is boiling, you just mix it and give it a taste. If it is like to your liking, it's good to go. And the last step is to add starch, potato starch, with a little bit of water and mix it so we get that starchy broth, perfect for the noodle. And the last touch, I add sesame oil. Sesame oil, it gives this aroma. It's good, so make sure you don't skip the sesame oil. Now that the main dish is done, let's cook some noodle. I'm getting the cut knife, the Korean cut knife noodle from H Mart. So once the water is boiling, you just toss the noodle in and boil it for about 5 to 8 minutes. Once the noodle floating, it means that it's cooked. And to prevent the bubble from overflowing, you just add a few splash of cold water, and that helps. That's a trick I learned from internet as well. So the noodle is done. I'm just washing it with cold water. Now it's all done. Let's serve it. I really like Korean cut knife noodle. It's just chewy and it tasty as well. It tastes a little bit savory as well. Here we go. This is the Jja Jang Myeon, the recipe that I learned from my mother-in-law Maria, even though I gave it my own twist by adding oyster sauce. Everyone likes it. My sister-in-law, my nephew, and my mother-in-law, she really enjoyed it. And you can hear her review how she rated my cooking. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Take care.
Good, 0 to 10. What score do I get?
9.
9.